Hello everyone, I'm your friendly neighborhood Oka Tushka, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. Now, if you remember last time, we actually got slayed by the princess, but maybe this time will be different. We're having a Groundhog Day. We're Groundhog Daying. So, we gotta pick our next point of comment. We gotta pick our next comment. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard! You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave. Let's see. It's either going to be you bastard or but I die. I'm thinking with but I die. What am I doing here?
I assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
But I was slayed by the princess. I was murdered by her.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way out of here. For us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Alright, voice of the skeptic. I like you.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yeah, okay.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Oh. Okay, well then, plug your ethereal ears. We're having a private conversation. Alright, let's assume I'm telling the truth. And all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Proceed to the cabin, turn around.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
What do you mean by a version of you?
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
You're partially correct. I didn't listen to you, but at the same time, you forced me to try to murder the princess. So, is that really listening to you? Because you made me listen to you. I'm confused. I'm confusing myself.
Absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do.
But it is.
Which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting.
No, it's exactly something you would do. I drowned in my own blood when she slit my throat.
But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her?
Yes.
Did you say something really mean to me?
Maybe.
Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
That's very unprofessional to murder somebody because they said something mean to you. That is not a professional thing to do. I'm calling HR.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking
Don't
that, it
mock
sounds
me.
Like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
You're mocking Tony. What's the point of doing it? That's very unprofessional. Alright, sir. I'm gonna need you to tone down the attitude.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question
Purely
of
hypothetical.
how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That's a good question. Did I go back to... Am I Groundhog Daying, or am I in a different reality altogether?
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
I don't know. I died. Probably got teleported back. How did I get here in the first place?
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Probably lived happily ever after, seeing as how, you know, I don't think the princess... Well, she did have that weird look in her eye when she was cutting off her own hand. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I died. I died. And so we'll never know, because I'm in this other world now, this other timeline.
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
That is also true. That could have happened.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
Why are we... I mean, I know we're here to slay the princess, but why... Like, why are we here? What has brought me, the wielder of the knife, to this cabin in the woods? And don't any of you say your feet, because I don't even know if I have feet. I know I have a clawed hand. I don't even know if I have feet.
You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
Alright. Let's talk about this princess. Proceed to the cabin, turn around. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Don't snap at me, sir. Okay, Mr. Narrator, well, you can kind of force me. Don't snap at me, alright? It's rude. It's not professional. You're a professional. Be professional. The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. And all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place? Never mind. I want to know who locked her in the basement. And what is this place?
Locked her in that basement.
What people?
I told you what this place is.
No, you haven't.
Path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
But where at in the woods? Are we in Europe? Are we in North America, South America, Asia, Africa, Australia? I assume not Antarctica, but where are we specifically? Like, what is this place? We're just a path in the woods. Do you know how vague that is? And people put her in the basement? What people? Who are these people? Evil cultists? A mad king tyrant? You? Who put her here? The only reason she was able to kill me last time, okay. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? Yeah, that one.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Oh.
You're the only person capable of doing this.
Oh.
Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
I'm the hero of prophecy? Okay, I like that. I like the sound of that. Well, no. Wait a second. No, you're not manipulating me.
Oh. I didn't know we were special.
No, hero, don't fall for it. He's manipulating us. He's lying. He's a liar.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
This is manipulation. He's manipulating the hell out of you.
Yes. Right. We're here because we're special.
Thank you, Skeptic. I really appreciate you being on my side here.
Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
Ugh. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
No, it wouldn't. I guarantee you it wouldn't. I'm a very dumb man. You could just tell me what is happening, and I guarantee you I'll probably forget. Got a memory like a goldfish.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something.
It does.
You're just going to have to trust me here.
Why would I trust you? You're not telling me anything. Alright, the only reason she was able to kill me last time was because I let her. And all she did was slit my throat. How's she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
But you're not oh my god. Okay, I'm talking in circles. I'm repeating myself. Let's just move on.
You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Voice of the Skeptic.
What proof could you possibly ask for?
Like, how could a princess, just some random woman in the woods, who's been chained to a basement, end the world? What could she possibly do? You haven't told me how she's gonna end the world. You haven't given me any proof. You're just saying, go in there and stab this lady. I may not be a smart man, but I'm not just gonna go in some random building and just stab a lady.
Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
My pockets?
Put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Did you just put this in my pocket?
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth.
Yeah, but I know that you can control my body. So, how do I know I wrote this? Also, my penmanship is horrible. Alright.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Or force us to write it.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
I don't know about that.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Yes.
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Yeah. Alright, that's all.
Right. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright, turn around and leave, proceed to the cabin. I'll proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Because if I don't go to the cabin, the princess stays in the basement, she starves to death.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Alright, thanks for telling me about the kettle pot.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
It's because he doesn't have any. He's a disembodied voice, he has no eyes.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Oh, I love this guy. Alright, proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
This is different than last time.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror, take the blade, enter the basement. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
No, I remember drowning in my own blood. But this is different.
So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
He definitely did not. Does the mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
No, there's a mirror. I'm looking at it.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
Yeah, let's look in that mirror. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Doesn't matter, remain silent, approach the mirror. I want to see how handsome I am.
Let's not get caught up in vanity, but we should definitely take a closer look. Whatever it is, he must not want us to know about it.
Alright.
Is this some sort of rehearsed bit? Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Alright, take the blade, approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Where'd the mirror go?
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Alright. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Just in case.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one, Skeptic. Alright, enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I don't know about that. I like the creepy castle interior.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
Princess?
You walk down the stairs
Whoa!
and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Both arms and around her neck. They are making sure she can't cut her way out.
So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah, I did notice that. I was thinking about it, and now that you brought it up, I think that chain is for me.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Was it? I don't remember it being there last time, but that could just be me.
It was.
Are you guys gaslighting me? Because I don't remember that being there last time, but I'm not a smart man. Maybe I just overlooked it.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Yeah, let's have a chat. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Leave the princess in the basement, sit with her, slay the princess, sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Fair enough.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Alright, sit where you were told to sit. Sit closer. Sit where I was told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Just to talk, get some information. I was told to come down here and kill you, but I really don't want to do that. So, let's find out. My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers this? What happened after I died last time? The other chain on the wall. Who is it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye. Lead the princess to the basement, slay the princess. Let's see. I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
The princess remembers?
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
So it's not just me and the voices in my head. The princess also remembers.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
So were you lying? Were you lying this entire time? You do remember, don't you?
It's complicated things. How exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
In case I don't slay her.
A contingency for what? For you failing,
No.
obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
I wonder if this is some kind of like meta game where it's like the title of the game is Slay the Princess. So if I don't slay the princess, the world ends because I'm not playing the game. Is that what it is? Is this like some kind of meta thing?
Now
No,
hold on,
let's
if
just
you
go
knew
on.
this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
Yeah, we didn't. You wasted everyone's time.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
Nope. Once the genie's out of the bottle, you can't put him back.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Yeah, well, too bad. You maybe tried to kill the princess and I got killed in the process. You're not a good person.
That's pathetic.
Come on, it's not pathetic. He just wanted to be important.
I never said I wasn't.
Oh, come on, narrator. You're not pathetic. You're a bag of dicks, yes, but come on, guy.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself.
Yeah.
At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Yeah, I guess the narrator can't remember, so he's just a copy and he's upset about it. It makes sense. It makes sense. I understand why you're upset.
Exactly. He gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Princess, can you hear the voices in my head?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
Could you just stare at me?
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
Yeah, I'm just staring at you. If we're just sitting here all quiet, that's kind of weird.
I won't.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Oh, so you can't hear that. That's all just happening in my head. You just watch me zone out. I'm just saying, just staring at her blank face, just. And she's like, hey, focus. Come on, man. Stay with me. Alright. You were asked about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that? What happened after I died last time? The other chain on the wall, who's it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you, slay the princess. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
So you were just teleported here?
And now you're back.
So it's not just me who's being teleported.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I have no reason to believe the princess is hiding anything right now.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
The other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Okay.
Maybe it'll fit.
Okay.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Why, it looks like fun. Look how much fun she's having. Inspect the shackle. You were asked about my intentions. What would you have me do? I think I'm just gonna leave you. Let's inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Yeah, but you're not me. Shut up.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Didn't say I was putting it on. I'm just inspecting it. I'm just looking at it. Picking it up. Fiddling with it. You know. I don't necessarily have to put it on.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
Well, I'm not going to put my wrist into it. That would be foolish. I just want to look at it.
I don't know. Maybe it will.
Maybe it will. So let's not do that thing. Let's not put any part of my body in the shackle. Let's just look at it. Let's just, see if there's a way. Maybe there's a locking mechanism. We may be able to use the blade to, break the lock. I don't know. But anything.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Yeah, I want to investigate it, but you were talking about putting my arm in. Let's not do that.
But what if he's telling the truth?
Yeah, exactly. That's why we should not put our arm in it.
He isn't.
You don't know that.
I am.
You might be. Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Why? What did I just do? I just picked it up. I haven't done anything.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
It's a mimic, isn't it?
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Oh!
As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
What? No! No!
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Well...
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Yeah. Yeah, we are. Become your own jailer. Aw, well, hey, princess.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Yeah, a little bit.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
So, princess, what's your name? You like jazz?
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
We have, and if we come back after every death, we'll know better.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No. Don't touch the shackle.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Alright, so we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know that this was going to happen to me? Wait in silence. Let's go with that one.
No.
Alright. So we're both stuck here?
Yep.
What should we do? Not one for small talk, are you? So what should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Maybe. Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Well, she's been chained up here for God knows how long. I'd be a little salty too. If the only person I've seen just got themselves locked up like an idiot, yeah, I'd be a little upset too. Wait in silence.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe.
Yeah. Princess didn't get out, so... No, we're all safe.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
But the shackle's right next to her. I can't just, reach over and snap her neck, something, anything.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
That's a lot of time passing.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first. A bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger. And larger.
Yeah. Hey, have you noticed the basement's changing? Team to wait in silence.
I don't like small talk, remember?
It's not small talk, this is talk about our situation.
Still rude.
Yeah, that one was kind of rude. Princess, I'm talking about what's happening around us right now with the whole changing erosion. Like, have you noticed that? Are you paying attention to that? Maybe the chains are rusting and getting weaker? Alright, continue to wait in silence.
You
Ooh.
continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
Yeah.
She hasn't starved.
Or succumb to dehydration. You know, you'll do that before you starve to death.
I guess she hasn't.
Look at my hands. Are my hands skeleton hands? Do I still have my weird claw hands? Oh.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both.
Oh.
Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
Well, that's not good. Hey, check the chains. Maybe they're rusted.
Until suddenly,
Oh.
there are no walls. And then... And?
I think he's gone.
What are these tendrils? What is this?
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Yeah. But I still see the tendrils.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Princess? Whoa! Whoa! What? Princess? Did you eat the flower fruit? What happened? But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and has left something else in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Am I still chained up?
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Well, let's look in it. Alright, there's nothing else except darkness. I don't know where she went, and I don't even know how we'd even go about looking for her. Their narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at that mirror. Approach the mirror. I think I'm supposed to look at that mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Well, there's nothing else. There's literally just the mirror and the darkness. The narrator is gone.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
True. I don't. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
If there's even a her to find anymore.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Alright, let's approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Well, there was nothing else. I have to. Let's see. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. But the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh, is that me? It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Hey, there's the princess. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the world beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack the entity or destroy your body? Whoa, so many choices. I guess we'll pick on the next episode. This has been a journey, and I don't know how close we are to the end. I hope we're not at the end. This is very interesting. But we'll figure that out in the next episode. I hope everyone's... Oh, that haunting music. I hope everyone's enjoying the video, and hey, if you don't want to be trapped in some extra dimensional darkness with some princess, goddess, demon thing, make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And as always, I'm your friendly neighborhood Oka Tushka, and hope to see you in the next one. See ya.